You stand in line under the flat fluorescent lights, the hum of the air conditioning, and a recorded announcement filling the booth area. Ahead, a glass window, a uniformed officer, and on the counter, a small queue of passports and boarding passes, the crisp paper smell, the click of wallets being closed, the quiet shuffle as people prepare their answers. Your hands are slightly damp on your boarding pass. Your phone is full of confirmations, but you can't find the one.
If your flight happens to be canceled or delayed, Compensair will help you get compensation for the inconvenience and get your money back without wasting time on red tape. Get a refund for your canceled flight right
Page the officer might ask to see. If that's you, breathe. I'm going to speak directly to the single person in that line, the passenger who rarely flies or is nervous about being stopped at immigration. I'll describe what to check before you leave home, what to have handy at the gate, what exact phrases usually work at the window or e-gate, why officers ask these questions, in one everyday analogy, the real costs or risks if you get it wrong, and the cheapest, safest approach you can use every time. Before you leave home, check passport validity. Most countries require 6 months beyond your return date. Check visa requirements for your destination and any transit country, and confirm your return or onward ticket.
If a hotel booking is required, save the exact address, phone number, and booking confirmation in 2 places, printed and in your phone. If you're carrying cash above the local limit, know the amount. Print or save any required landing card, vaccination certificate, or travel authorization, ESTA, ETA, online visa. Put these documents in a single folder or the front pocket of your carry-on so they are immediately accessible. At the airport, have your passport and boarding pass in your top hand or a single wallet, not buried in a zipped bag. If your destination uses e-gates for eligible passports, line up at the e-gate only if your passport is the right kind, biometric chip, and you meet the nationality list posted. If there's a staffed desk, step up with your passport closed to the photo page, boarding pass in the same hand, and any supporting documents, visa, hotel address, onward ticket, ready to hand over when asked. What to say? Short scripts you can use. Keep sentences short, factual, and polite. For each, you can hand the documents while saying the line. Good morning. I'm traveling for tourism for 5 nights. I'm staying at hotel name, address.
Here's my return ticket. Show boarding pass and return ticket. Business trip, 2 nights. Meeting at company name. Here's my invitation. Return ticket is date. If asked about funds, I have credit card and XXX euros cash. Card is in my name. Show the card if needed. If asked who paid, I paid myself with card ending in XXXX. No need to hand over card unless requested. If the officer asks anything you didn't expect, answer honestly and briefly. Example, unexpected question. Who will you meet? Answer. I'll meet my sister. Name. Have her address or phone on your phone or paper. If you do not have a printed hotel address, say so. I have the booking confirmation on my phone. May I show you? Calm, direct, and helpful tone is better than nervous rambling. For e-gates, read the sign. Put your passport face up on the reader, look at the camera when it prompts, and wait for the green light. If it turns red or asks for manual verification, step to the staffed desk and follow the short script above. Why these rules exist? An analogy. Think of passport control like the bouncer at a club.
The bouncer's job is simple. Confirm you meet the entry rules, age, guest list, ticket, and that you're not carrying anything that could cause trouble inside. Immigration officers are doing the same, but for borders. Legitimate purpose, right documents, and no risk to public safety. Short answers and the right paperwork are the equivalent of a clear ID and a valid ticket. Now the real costs and risks if you don't prepare. If your passport does not meet the validity requirement, you can be refused boarding at check-in or refused entry on arrival. That can cost you rebooking fees for your return, typically $100, $500 if you can change on the day, an airline denial of boarding or reissue charge, often $50, $250, and in worst cases, you may be placed on a return flight at your own expense, plus administrative fines, total easily $500, $2,500, depending on route and country. If you lack a required visa, expect denial of entry and an immediate return flight. Private visa processing companies charge $50, $200 on top of the official visa fee, and an airport refusal can cost more.
Missing a flight because you are stuck at passport control is common in busy hubs. Risk increases if you are near the last call, if there is a secondary check, or if the e-gate rejects you. The cheapest risk mitigation is preparation. Check requirements, print confirmations, and arrive at the airport earlier. Many useful links can be found in the description. The cheapest, safest, most practical solution every time. A one-page checklist you follow before you leave. 1. Passport validity confirmed and physically in your top hand. 2. Visa or travel authorization printed and in phone. 3. Return/onward ticket visible. 4. Hotel address and contact printed and saved. 5. Proof of funds accessible. 6. Any special forms or certificates, customs, health, printed. Keep everything in an obvious folder and rehearse your two-sentence answer to the question, "Why are you visiting?" Memorize the hotel address or have it ready to show. How to handle secondary inspection calmly. If the officer directs you aside, stay calm, hand over the documents they ask for, and answer questions honestly. Secondary checks can feel intimidating, but are often routine. Luggage x-ray, deeper question about your stay, or a name check. Refusing to cooperate escalates the situation and increases the chance of denial. If you are held for a long time, ask politely for a supervisor or for a copy of any written notice. If you believe you are mistreated, note names and report to your embassy afterwards. One specific misleading upsell or hidden fee to watch for: airport or airline visa assistance and fast-track immigration services. Airlines and booking sites sometimes offer to handle visas or sell a fast-track pass at check-in for a fee. Those services are often unnecessary. The official visa application should be done through the embassy website or an official e-visa portal. Third-party providers add service fees of $50, $150 on top of the government charge. Fast-track immigration is sometimes real at certain airports, but many airlines market it as guaranteed skip the queue when it only applies on low-traffic days or to separate premium lines that still require the same checks. How to refuse it. Ask for the exact benefit in writing and the refund policy. Tell the agent, "I'll do it myself, thank you. Please cancel that service." If charged unexpectedly at the desk, ask for an itemized receipt and dispute the charge with the airline or your card issuer if it was added without consent. Another trick. Booking sites sometimes show a low fare, but omit that the fare requires specific documents or has special rules, for example, a transit visa. Always check entry and transit visa rules for every country on your itinerary directly with the official government source. If a third-party visa seller reaches out offering an urgent visa for a fee,
Compare it to the official visa fee first and refuse the unnecessary add-on. Practical script examples to practice aloud before you travel. Stand with your passport and boarding pass and say it twice. Good morning. I'm here for tourism for 5 nights, staying at Hotel X, address, street, city. Return ticket on date. Hand over passport and boarding pass. I'm visiting family for 3 days. My sister lives at address. Here's my return ticket. If pulled aside, I understand. Here are my documents.
May I confirm my hotel address on my phone? Keep your voice steady and cooperative. A few last practical tips. Keep photocopies of the passport main page and visa in a separate bag and an encrypted photo of the same on your phone. If your passport is lost at the airport, a photocopy speeds up consular help. Dress plainly and avoid joking about security. If you are carrying food, medication, or expensive electronics, declare them if required. Undeclared items can trigger a longer check. If you want a quick 1-minute checklist to print and carry: 1. Passport in hand. 2. Boarding pass visible. 3. Visa or e-authorization ready. 4. Return ticket. 5. Hotel address. 6. Funds proof. Follow the short script and keep answers simple. If this helped you feel more prepared, please subscribe and like. I post practical airport and travel tips for people who fly rarely and want to stop worrying. Safe travels.